Hi, Wheel of Time fans. Welcome back to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. Today, we're going to discuss Wheel of Time, Season 1, Episode 2, called Shadows Waiting. This is our rewatch. And the second time around has been really... I feel lighter. I'm like, oh, I'm not so tense. Like, we're just trying to figure everything out.
Because you kind of know, like, who's not going to die.
We're okay, yes. Or like, I know you're a bad guy. Or like, or you know, bad guy,
Yes.
right? They all have their reasons.
Shades of gray.
Yes, right. It's a gray hair, yeah. Speaking of which, we're introduced to Eamon Valda. You know, captain of the Children of the Light.
So much. I hate him.
I can't stand him. The little blood dripping down his face. It's
Oh.
punchable. He has a punchable face.
It's so much more stark because they wear all white. So then the red of the blood
Stands out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are our Whitecloaks.
Disgusting.
Yes. And he is celebrating a victory of capturing an Aes Sedai and taking her ring and watching her burn alive. That's his dinner theater while he's eating.
And while
whatever the hell
the
that's
way
called.
it's framed where he's looking at us, it's really ominous too.
Yeah.
And all the little details, like all the other rings that he has attached to his belt, so we know that he's done this many times.
Yeah.
He's very sadistic about it too. You can tell he really delights in it.
Right.
It's terrible. And then they make it very artsy with the whole like reflection in his like chalice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see her burning in like the reflection of his thing. And I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, that's a very beautiful image, but oh, very sad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, I hate this guy.
I hate him so much.
When every time they appear on the screen, the Whitecloaks, I don't want to see them.
You're bad news.
Yeah.
I have to say that this was a yellow Aja. I, being a nurse, I am part of Yellow Aja.
Yes,
so.
I was thinking that too. I was like, we didn't know anything about the colors.
Yeah.
Really at the time.
When we first watched
but now there's an added level of connection because we know.
So it hurt
she's
just
one
a
of
little
yours.
more.
She's
Yeah.
one of yours.
Yeah,
Yes,
hurt just
yes.
a tiny bit more this
Yes.
time. Still hurts. All right, so we have Moiraine, Lan, and the 4 kids. They're just kids to me at this point, right?
Yes,
They kind of still
They
are.
don't quite know how crazy things are going to get.
Yeah, they're just learning the ropes. And one of the things they learn is the fact that the Fades control the Trollocs, and they can't go through water, right? They just won't go in the water, I guess. So
Deep water.
Deep
They
water.
can go through the shallow water because I saw them. When they were first running across the little stream, I was like, oh, they can't go in the water. But then they did. I was like, oh wait, I thought they can't go in the water, but then it's deep water. They said.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's true. Well, they need the help of this ferryman to get him over, and then he wants to go back for his son when he realizes, like, I'm kind of stuck over here.
Dude, do you not see?
Who's back there?
Do you know you're really gonna go?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's in this moment, and again, I don't think I even thought about it last time, that you realize how ruthless Moiraine is, but has to be.
She didn't send him down the whirlpool. He went.
She didn't kill him, right?
No.
She can't kill him, right? So it's after this moment that she's like, I'm gonna wake up Egwene and just we're gonna talk, right? Maybe make her feel better about what just happened. So she said, "Do you know about the 3 oaths?" So I actually have them here.
Okay, good.
To speak no word that is not true.
Okay.
Yes. To make no weapon with which one man may kill another. And then never to use the one power as a weapon except against dark friends or shadow spawn, or in the last extreme defense of her life, the life of her warder, or another Aes Sedai. Whew.
Okay.
Okay, so she's like, we get it, Egwene. Like,
Yes.
So you understand this, but I also like when she says to her, because this is where we learned just how powerful Egwene is. She's like, you don't listen to the wind, it's the wind that listens to you.
I love that.
Because she kind of does that little exercise with her, and she's like, those first 2 times it was me, the last time was all you. So I feel like it was in this moment that I more appreciated her powers that she already had. Like, I didn't...
Did we even know that she had power until that moment?
Yeah, but, and I don't even remember appreciating that.
Yeah.
The first time I watched it.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. My sweet Egwene.
I know.
All right, so now Rand. He has a dream that he coughs up a dead bat. God.
That was so nasty.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that too.
I know why.
I was like, what is he gonna pull out of there? I couldn't remember.
Yeah. But then he wakes up and there really are dead bats everywhere. So, and apparently the other kids are having the dreams too.
So they're starting to have these communal dreams where they dream the same thing, but then they're real.
Which Moiraine was like, you will tell me next time that happens. Everybody tell me. There was also a fade in the dream too. So, okay, so they're
they
sinking.
didn't tell her because it wasn't that their first time. I was kind of mad at her, like, hey, chill. Like, it literally just happened.
She's like, I don't have time for this. Yeah. Also, Rand gets a little sassy, and he's like, I understand why he's questioning her. Like, I totally understand, but also, like, that was so, like, 1 episode ago.
Yeah, come on.
We're already moved on.
We already saw what she can do.
Yes.
Like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know that you can do anything.
Right.
We know you can eventually, but...
But at this moment, you don't know.
So you gotta calm down.
Yeah.
He was a little mean, too, when he was, like, you know, talking back to Egwene, like, you already left.
I know. Ooh. Calm down. But guess who's the voice of reason? Matt. Matt's kind of like, okay, well, we got nothing better to do. Like, we're gonna die if we don't follow her. We might die if we do. So why don't we just try it this way? So along the way, they run into the Whitecloaks, and I remember the first time not knowing how powerful just knowing that this guy, the questioner, is a bad guy, Eamon Valda. But I remember being so, like, tense first watching it. We already know everything's gonna be okay this time around. But why did I go back into the like I was so tense
they're
for
scary.
it.
They're scary.
Even though I knew.
I
know. That just shows, I mean, great acting, great
Yes.
writing, like these characters, the development. And they weren't even in it that long, and I was afraid for their lives.
Like, don't say anything that might,
Yeah. So one of the most fascinating parts of this is because she's, you know, Moiraine is like, okay, these are Whitecloaks, just, you know, follow, like, play along.
She hides her ring.
She knows exactly what to do.
And she's like, don't talk unless you're spoken to.
Right.
Yes.
And this is where she bends the truth, but preserves it, right? Like, she does such a good job. This is where we see, like,
Yes, the wordplay.
Yes. And yeah. I mean, to think that quickly in that moment, and she's also, like, struggling. Her wound's probably infected, and she's very weak.
Yes.
And just to... More power to Moiraine, you know? Yes. Like, I have to just... I love her, and I always have, but, like, just... I forget, like, her track record, her resume.
And she keeps helping other people, and Lan is telling her, like, well, you need to be strong, too, because when she helps other people, she loses power. So she's, like, self-sacrificing.
Right. There was a little thing, I forgot who said it. Somebody said something about Loghain's army, one of the Whitecloaks. Something about it, and I don't remember, again, went right over my head the first time, didn't even think about Loghain or anything.
Now we know. Mm-hmm.
We know what's coming. Okay, my favorite part of this episode, maybe the season, I know it's weird, is when the kids start singing the song.
Yes.
The Manetheren song, I think is what it is. I don't know what it was. It was enchanting the first time I heard it. This time, I rewound it like 2 times. I had my husband come in. He was like, oh, wow. Yeah. There is something enchanting about it.
Very nice.
It's not, I mean, it's sad. It's like weep for, you know, but something about it is sad, really moving.
Do you follow the whole story?
Oh, when Moiraine was telling the story?
Yeah. I don't.
Okay.
I try to. I swear. I really want to understand it, but I swear I kind of zone out.
So.
It's like a long story.
And she kind of had to give like a faster probably rendition of it, right? Like a.
But I was watching
like
the little clip of like a behind the scenes and whether like they were going to include that all. And I guess it tested well with audiences, but I'm pretty sure I bet you the people they tested well was the book readers.
Book readers.
Yeah.
Because we're like, huh?
Did they test? They didn't test with non-book readers, I bet, because I was like...
And why would they?
Maybe like some flashbacks or something.
Yeah, no, and then you're saying names of places or whatever. I'm like, I don't know.
The story, I think, is in those animated things, you know. So, which I did watch, but we have to rewatch because I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Little animated. Do you ever see those? Yeah, those little animated X-ray,
we have so much to watch.
X-ray section, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right. We have to talk about Perrin. So, Perrin sees the wolves. Again, you don't think anything of it when you first see it as a non-book reader.
Yeah.
And you think, like, go away, shoo, to these little wolves, right? And then Perrin's afraid, and he has an open wound, which they're like, you probably smelled it, and you're going to attack me and eat me. No. The wolf comes up and licks it, and then goes away. Okay.
So
we're cool with the wolves.
A little foreshadowing of what's to come.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost like I was like...
Yeah.
I like a little snicker at that.
We know. We feel so in the know
It's kind of fun now to know what you guys already know. And you know even more. Okay, so the Trollocs are hot on their trail. So they escape to the city where even the Fades are not willing to go. Yeah. It's called, I don't know how to say it right, Shadar Logoth, which translates to Shadows Waiting, the title of this episode. So this is a city. It's a city that refused to come to the aid of someplace, mountain something, in the story Moiraine was telling, and as a punishment for not helping them, everybody got killed or everything was killed, something like that. So it's beautiful, by the way. Jeez, what a wasted little community. Yeah. But it's here where Matt finds the dagger.
They said don't touch anything. Lan said don't touch anything.
Matt, you little... Anyway, so I'm just the beginnings of the dagger, you know,
Yes,
the dreaded dagger. Yeah, all of this were just like, oh yeah. I don't remember exactly that's where he...
I mean, knowing now what he does with the dagger way later, I'm kind of okay, it's fine. But remember at the time, we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because we knew...
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't take long before darkness starts to consume and spread into the town. So everybody's got to go. So some people kind of go their own way. We have Rand and Matt. They leave, right?
Yes,
their
they're
own way.
separated because the shadow will get them, so they have to go separate ways. Which I guess that's like a fantasy trope, you know, kind of like Lord of the Rings, where like the party gets separated for a long amount of time, and then you know they finally will later come together.
Right. Yeah. Moiraine and Lan, they ride off on their horses. Egwene and Perrin have to jump into the water.
Yes.
Right, and then somebody makes a reappearance. Nynaeve.
Yes.
She threatens Lan, right?
Yes.
She's like, tell me where they are.
Yes.
I forgot how she said that. I just butchered her line. But, and then I was telling you last episode, the first episode, I thought she was gone. And remember, I didn't know anything about Nynaeve or how pivotal she was to this whole series. But yeah, so I knew it was going to happen. But
yes. But it was I forgot how.
Yeah,
so
I didn't remember that was
really
her
good.
return, how it happened. But yeah, I have to say, Moiraine is not doing well. And I forgot until this episode, like I forgot even last season, that she can't heal herself. She can only heal others. Yes, so it was a big deal. Just remembering the rules of the Aes Sedai and also just the role that Moiraine plays in all of this. Love her even more. Anyway, all right. That wraps it up for this episode. Let us know what you thought of our rewatch recap. Comment below, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.